Welcome to Subway Stories. My name is Shadow, and I have a story to tell. Subway Stories is one of two series of my transit platform. It's been almost 2 years since I covered anything transit-related. Subway Stories, along with Depot Stories, focuses on the lore of the New York City transit system, but New York City will not be the only lore we're going to cover. There are other transit agencies we will cover as the series grow. This week's story is about my hometown station, Lafayette Avenue. I grew up around that station since childhood. It's a good view to see buses and crowds of students and people flooding the station during school hours. As I got older and got involved in transit, questions began to develop, such as, why is Lafayette Avenue? A local station is huge. What's the story behind it? Well, in this story, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Lafayette Avenue Station is part of the IND Fulton Street, 8th Avenue line, which the C train makes its local stops. During overnights, the A train stops here for local service. As of 2025, Lafayette Avenue Station is 89 years old. This station has major points of interests, such as the Brooklyn Academy of Music, Barclays Center, Fort Greene Park to the north, along with Fulton Street Station. There's also Atlantic Center Mall and Long Island Railroad's Atlantic Terminal. The station is convenient for those who wants to transfer to buses like the B25, 26, and 52 directly above the station and B38 south from the station. Let's take a tour of the station. We will walk upstairs to leave the station, and it is there. A question has been circulating in some minds as you will enter a very large mezzanine. We'll get to that in a moment. We will now make our exit. Along the way we see restrooms to the right, but it's for employee use, not for passengers due to safety reasons. And you guys don't want to use some of the subway bathrooms. It's not sanitary, and it's a place for homeless and drug addicts to camp in. It's best to use the bathroom before taking the subway. As you exit the fare zone, you notice that there's no free transfer to a Manhattan-bound station, which means if you missed your stop between Lafayette and the next stop, which is Clinton, Washington, you'll have to get off at Franklin Avenue, cross over the bridge outside, and catch the Manhattan-bound train. Now comes the big question. Why is the station has a very large mezzanine? And if you noticed, there are 9 exits leaving the station. Why is that? Barclays Center didn't exist yet. The answer could be the replacement of the Fulton Street L, the once former elevated service by the BMT, plus the IND has a habit of building large stations. So it's safe to say that this station was designed as an alternative to get to Atlantic Terminal, and in the future, Barclays Center. So next we will exit the station from the north, the large stairway. Some of these entrances are closed off due to rehabilitation. As we walk upstairs, we see a park and bus transfers smack dab near the station. We're going to take a walk towards the southern end of the station through Fulton Street. From there, enjoy some sights of these new skyscraper apartments in an attempt to overshadow the former Williamsburg Savings Bank, or the Big Clock. It was once the tallest skyscraper in Brooklyn, but with these new skyscrapers, this former bank slowly being eclipsed. Stroll along the street for some eats, from Chinese to vegan. They even have a pizza restaurant, not that dollar pizza that passes authentic. And there's a vet clinic, pharmacy, winery, and restaurant and bar known as Habana Outpost. Habana Outpost was once an abandoned parking lot, by the way. Right now it's closed for the season, which is fall. No one likes to drink a mojito in cold weather. Well, unless you're an alcoholic, that is. Now for the next big question. Why is this station called Lafayette Avenue? We stroll along Fulton Street, and there's no entrance at Lafayette. The answer lies is this. After leaving Hoyt-Schermhorn Station, the A, C, and G trains runs under Lafayette Avenue, but the G train diverges into Lafayette Avenue, and the A and C trains made its way to Fulton Street. Though these lines run under Lafayette Avenue, the station is built at Fulton Street and is very close to the G train at Fulton Street. The existence of how close these two stations are, just get on a Manhattan-bound C train and look to your right. As the train leaves, you'll see a brief glimpse of Fulton Street Station, and if you take the Church Avenue-bound G train, you'll see the A and C trains passing through. Also, There's a secret tunnel only employees use to get in between stations through an access tunnel. And there you have it, folks, a brief story about Lafayette Avenue Station. But this is only the beginning in New York City. There are 472 stations throughout the system. We're not going to cover all of them, because some stations are cookie cutters. We're going to cover unique stations instead. For now, this is Shadow signing off, and if you see something, write something.
Thank you for visiting Shadow Storyteller. If you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe, and bell to stay up to date. Until next time.